Okay, hi everyone, my name is Hanjin Ko. I'm actually a little messenger sent from Group 5. Our topic is also about the effective communication between university administrators. So actually I would just run through all the spots or all the ideas we've been talking about and brainstorming and share with all you guys. Okay, first of all, we were wondering about why we're going to talk about this topic and why we're here, why we are doing the internationalization, why we are working in the Office of International Affairs, and why we're going to build sustainable relations through international communication. So actually, as we've talked a lot these 2 days, internationalization is an unstoppable trend and is actually a world situation right now. So beside the internationalization, we want to add more value to our own students. Besides to expand their global vision, they can have more different aspects or different concepts from different culture and different universities. And otherwise, the third part is to learn without border. What does that mean? Is actually, do you know that the internet is now, you can access through the internet to get information from all over the world. So actually learning is actually without border anymore. But what we are trying to do is really to send them out to the other country and to experience the real culture, real environment. So that's why we are doing so. But what we can achieve by us considering about this kind of aspects is that we can build a real partnership. The beginning, every partnership begins from the MOU, and then goes to the exchange student program, dual degree program, something like that. But it's not just, we can do more about that. Actual partnership means that professors can reach to other university professors and have real cooperation between researchers, laboratories. So that will be a more partnership. And then we can find the right fit for every university members and also for the professors and their researchers. And the third one is actually NTU has already been doing so. Through the alliance, we call the strategic alliance, actually we can do to matchmaking and use the matchmaking opportunity. Professors from different universities can get together and know each other and talk more about their research and their project. And then they can meet each other and talk about the cooperation during the matchmaking situation. So the last one is creates buy-in from all stakeholders. And then we are going to move to the current situation right now. So think about the situation in your own university. Probably it's all the same with the spots over here. It's not all of it, but it's something we talked about today and yesterday. Well, it's quite traditional in the own university environments, which means that probably the officers in other offices are not willing to change, because why they are going to do so, it's not good for them. It's an extra loading for them to realize that, oh, you are going to accept international students, or why we are going to build an environment which is bilingual for the international students. I don't see any benefits for me. So they are not willing to change, and lack of awareness that the internationalization or globalization is actually a world trend now, or is actually a situation now. It's a fact. So the second spot is lack of connection or difficulty reaching to students. Students might think that offices are all bureaucratic units in the university, so they don't really want to have connection with you. And on the other side, your information, like for the exchange student program, cannot reach to the students very effectively. And the third one is to keeping university staff on the same page, which means that actually the university staff, okay, I'm going to bring up an idea which I received 3 years ago from the same UAW here, is actually the internationalization should be a concept that there will be no more Office of International Affairs in the university. Because everyone should be knowing that the international students are one of our students. So this is a great concept, but only the members in the Office of International Affairs knows that. Other office members doesn't really have the concept. So we are not on the same page, then we can't do the things with our own Office of International Affairs cannot do all the things on our own. So, right now we're going to talk about how to relate it to our topic. The first one is cross-offices communication. For example, semester meetings. This is a great chance for us to meet other officers in other offices and talk about the situation we are facing and the problem we are facing for our international students or our international faculties. And during this kind of meetings, they can tell us what they thought as well. So actually, it's a great chance to maybe echo back to group 4, just face-to-face talk to them. And the second one is committees. Committees is actually someone to make the strategy or to make the policy or to approve the policy for internationalization or some kind of ways. And if you, through this kind of committees, actually they can spread out the idea very effectively. And the third one is senior management reporting. It's actually something related to the committee as well, because it's a top-down policy. And then the fourth one is internal newsletter. Through the internal newsletter, actually students can receive this kind of information without the image of bureaucratic. It's not sent from your office. It's actually a university-wide information, which they can also have the student activity information or news on the internal newsletter. And then next to the social media. Maybe we have been talking about the social media during this whole 12th UAW, because social media is actually now in our life, in real life. So people use Line, people use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Use this kind of social media, actually we can really connect it to the students. And besides connecting to the students, we can also connect it to other staff members in the university as well. And then the internal portal site, I do want to link to the databases as well, because internal portal site and databases, which is constructed for information sharing, I believe that it will be very effective if you can open up this kind of database, or you can invite other university staffs to join your internal portal site. Then they will really understand, okay, there are true international students in the campus, on the campus. It's not just what Office of International Affairs are saying, or it's really actually what we have to involve in. For example, the student needs to take the courses, they got the credits to transfer, and also for the Office of Student Affairs, they have to manage for the student accommodation, something like that. And then the annual conference means that, for example, NAFSA, API, and also EAIE, this kind of annual conference, usually we will think about that, okay, the members from the Office of International Affairs should attend this conference. Of course, it's true. But also, why don't you just spread out this information and invite the members from other offices, or even from the college and from the department, for them to attend the annual conference? Because that will be a location. They will get to know other university members and get to know what they are doing. And probably they can share their difficulty just like us, just like we do. So actually, annual conference will be it will be another tool as well. And then the event calendar actually is because university will hold a lot of activities. If you can construct this kind of event calendar and then share to other university members and also from outside university, probably other university members, actually it will be a more clear image about that, what's going on in your university or what will be going on. The last will be mobilizing students. Because from NTU, actually we do have a student volunteer program, and it's combined with the service classes. Through this kind of service classes, the service classes is a must-have. It's a mandatory for local students to take before their graduation. So actually, students, when they take the service classes held by the Office of International Affairs, they are some kind of joined into the student volunteer program, and they will have to assist the international students. When they are coming to Taiwan, they have to go to the airport to pick up, and then doing the campus tour, and also the accommodation assistant, and also the probably academic assistance. Through this kind of students, actually they will spread out information to other students who don't know the Office of International Affairs doing. That's why we call it mobilizing students. Once there are more students knowing what internationalization is going on, actually what we're going to try to say today, the effective communication is happening. Okay? And as a conclusion, I know that it's really hard because we have been throwing out so many ideas and spots, but there should be something that we are going to try to do. The first one is funding. Yeah, everything needs funding. Otherwise, we can't just, everything needs funding to be pushed. So that will be the first one. And the second one is support from the top. I can only say that there are probably, it's true that it's not just Office of International Affairs can decide what we're going to do. The university must have their strategy, and the Bureau of, the Ministry of Education have their strategy, and the country have their strategy. So many layers and so many strategies, so many policies. We still need the support from the top. Once they agree to do something, like once they agree to accept more international students and allocate them into the university and spread out this policy to other offices, they will say yes without any hesitation. And the third one is professional skills and software, because, for example, social media. I am not the one who can edit the video, but so we will need someone who do know the professional skills. And also to construct a system, like the database system, it will need the professional skills. Right now, most of us must be contract out to the company. And the fourth one is active engagement among the administrator and staff. So echo back to the last page, we still have to do the, for example, semester meeting, face-to-face or through email, through phone call. Keep in touch with other university members. Just don't do it on your own. You can't do it. Come on, it's internationalization. So actually you need other people's help. And the last one is, it's not just our call, of course. I know that. So we can just have the internationalization strategic plan among the university, and then from the top to the down, maybe it will be easier for us to do the communication. Okay.